The tools you'll need is a 22 millimeter socket, impact socket for the lug nuts. You'll need a 15 millimeter. This is actually 16. A 15 millimeter wrench. You'll need a T55 torque, I guess socket, and I believe is a couple of screwdrivers. You'll need a screwdriver to pop this off, and if you have an impact, that would be a lot easier if you had an impact. You'll need a clamp. The C clamp would be to compress the brake calipers back, so you could fit it back onto the disc. Once you have to remove that, and you'll need a breaker bar. I'm gonna use the same jack handle. I pulled it out as a breaker bar to put on here because it's pretty hard without one. So let's get started. I already have the car lifted, and it's on the jack stand also, so car stand. So when you twist the wheel, if you have a feeling your bearing's bad, just spin the wheel, and you could hear some kind of metal grinding. Usually is an indicator that your wheel bearing's bad. Oh, 1, 2 millimeter. Show you guys again. You guys could hear that. So that's the noise of the bearing. It's bad. Okay. First thing you want to do is you want to remove the brake caliper, and to remove that, you're going to need the T55 torque, which is this guy here. Goes right in there. You move one bolt there, the other bolt there. Once you pull the caliper off, you're gonna have to remove the caliper bracket, and that's gonna be, I believe, a 15 millimeter. Right here. Okay, guys, once you get that, you're gonna need it's good to have a bungee cord around to hang the this caliper. You don't want it to be dangling and stuff in there. Also, it's good to have like a screwdriver or something to pry it back, because it's, you know, if you've been driving, it's gonna have pressure on the. It's gonna have pressure on it from the brake pads. Okay, next you're going to remove this bracket here, and that I believe is a 15 mil. Actually, no, I'm wrong. That's going to be an 18 millimeter. And this is where you're going to need your breaker bar. So this is an 18 millimeter. It's going to be this guy right here and this guy up here, right next to the line there. It's going to be an 18 millimeter. And this is where you need a breaker bar. kind of hard to get a good angle at this, guys, because just the position it's in, but after you break it loose, same with this one here. Guys, that seems to be the trick. It's gonna be kind of hard to get an angle on these guys, but one. You could also slide out the brake pads or just keep them in place. It's not doesn't really matter at this point. And there you go, guys. Here is a. I'll just take out the brake pads right now. Here's a bracket. How it looks. These are the 2 bolts. Going one here and one here. Okay. Now you got that off. You can slide this off. The rotor will slide right off. And as you can see, hear the noise coming from that hub. It means the bearings are definitely shot on it. Here's the 2 holes that I was working on. That's going to be an 18 millimeter for the brake caliper. For these, to remove the brake caliper, it's going to be a T55 torque socket. And now in the back here, there's going to be 3 screws to hold the hub assembly. One here, and one here. And I believe those are 15 millimeters. Let's get to that. Same deal with these. You're probably going to have to use a breaker bar because they're going to be on it pretty tight. Or that one's loose. This top one here is gonna be kind of a pain, because this one here, so you look on this side, you have the ball joint here nut, and it's right here, right behind it. So it's better to use a wrench on these, but I don't have that. I don't have a 15 mil wrench, so I'll have to do with what I got. So that one's loose. Now I just gotta get this one here. Okay guys, so I was able to find a 15mm wrench, so that was gonna work now. Get that. Again, use a breaker bar. In this case, when you're using a wrench, you could also use another wrench as a extension, and you pretty much, what you do is if you have a bar that will fit over the wrench head here, well, it's perfect. But if you don't, you could always use two wrenches and use one as a breaker. So this would be the one on the nut, and this wrench you put the open head into the closed one, and you twist it around, and you get it like that. That's how you break loose. Use it as a breaker. There we go. I was accidentally tightening it. Oops. There we go. Alright, guys. I'm gonna leave that one still in, because I have to I don't want it to fall down once I remove the other two, because before I pull this off, I'm gonna have to disconnect the ABS cable, the cable that runs through the harness. I'm gonna have to unplug that. There's one bolt. Here's the other bolt. Again, that's the noise the hub will make if it's need replacing. Also, another thing, another clue that will let you know that the bearing is bad is you'll hear a kind of a rumble when you're driving it. Usually, it's easier to hear and when you're on the freeway or highway speeds, you'll hear a rumble, almost like if you're running mud terrain tires on it. It's just a small rumble, and that's usually an indicator. Another indicator is that you'll sometimes get ABS light go on your dash, or the brake light go on, and it'll go on for a couple minutes, and if you turn off the truck and turn it back on, it'll kind of reset itself. But that's also an indicator that this hub is bad, because there's a speed sensor in it, and there's the ABS sensor that once the hub goes bad, it kind of, everything kind of falls into place, and it kind of all goes bad at the same time. So that's kind of a indicator there. So I already did the driver's side, and it was the passenger side is the one I'm working on. They fit both sides, same hell for both sides. So to remove the brake sensor, you're gonna have to pull all these clips out right here. So the harness is up here. Let's see if I could do this with one hand. It's gonna be located right behind the shock mount, and you just pull a tab on it and pull. And there it goes. And you got that out. You're also gonna have to pull all these tabs out. Let me get some my screwdriver. Now it doesn't matter if you break, like I just did, the little stubs off it, because your new part's gonna come with all this here. So it's not really a big deal if you break these. You know, they come with all this stuff, so. Should have done a better job on hanging this here. It didn't quite work, but this one here is a little bit tough. Now you might need this one here. I remember when I did the other side, I believe I had to reuse this guy here. I'm not sure, but I believe you do. I believe you do need it. Okay, you're gonna probably need some needle nose pliers to get this rubber, not rubber, plastic fitting that comes off your old brake sensor cable. You know, like I said, the new hub usually comes with all that stuff, so you could you really don't need to, you know, preserve these guys here. You don't really need to preserve them. The new hub comes with all that stuff. The only thing I think you are going to need is this old original one here, because the new one it comes is kind of too loose, and so you're better off using the original ones. It's a better fit. So once you do that, then the hub is ready to come off. Let's pull the last bolt off. This is already loose. This is, make sure this is all out of the way. This is the ABS sensor. It's also like the speed sensor, I believe. And it comes with all these grommets here, the mount. But the new hub comes with the brake sensor and the ABS sensor and everything, and it comes with all these things. So once you pull this off, this shield here is going to come with it. You might have to give a little, might have to bang it a little bit so it could come off. Okay, so you get a mallet, just bang it because it might get loose. Here you guys go. This part's never been changed on it, so it's gonna be a little tight on there, but just a couple of hits with the hammer will pull it out. This plate here comes with it. It's kind of like a brake shield or something, the disc shield or something like that. You're gonna have to reinstall that thing back in, and it's always good to see how it goes back in there. It was like this. I believe it was like that. Was it like this? No. I believe it went like this. Yeah, that's how it went. So here's the old one. The new one I got is TRQ brand. I got it from A1 Auto, and the reason I went with them is because I believe I read they have the part number is BHA 53889. It's for a 2004 GMC Yukon or Tahoe. It's got two-wheel drive because this is actually a two-wheel drive, but the four-wheel drive would just have this open where the drive shaft would go into it. And the reason I went with these because I believe they offer lifetime warranty on them. So this is how it comes. So if it ever gives you problems, you could return them. They'll ship you a brand new part, brand new item if it ever goes bad. And this is what it looks like. Same identical thing. Just turn it around. See, it comes with the sensor already, and it comes with all these plugs here. The ones that I just broke off, it comes with them. Even this one here. Even the one that goes right here. That would be the one. So as you can see, here's the old. It comes with this plug here. It comes with this one, which is this guy here, and then it comes with with this one on the back, and then the last one. So it's pretty complete. So let's go ahead and mount this guy. So you can see this is kind of been all these years got a little rust on it. So I'm gonna try to clean it up with this wire wheel, just so it could make better installation.